creativity had a huge value unto itself in music, in art, and in fashion. And, I'm not opposed to branding. In fact, I'm branding a script that I've just written and 2 books. I'm definitely branding that, those as properties. But, it's very corporate. I mean, there's a coldness to branding. Whereas what we were doing was very free. It was sort of childish in a way, childlike, innocent.
And we were creative people selling our ideas to other creative people. I remember, I would based in London, but the company would send me to New York, and I would have a meeting one-on-one with Calvin Klein, and we would discuss concepts and ideas. And,
yes.
And I remember him telling me he didn't care about the clothes; he just wanted the girls to look hot. And I thought, well, that's a message,
Yes.
Or Ralph Lauren, or Gianni Versace in Milan. And now, because I'm still in the industry of
yes.
trend forecasting, now the clients are giant corporations, and you share your ideas with committees and trend staffs. I mean,
bankers.
Lots of the big box retailers have entire in-house trend departments. So it isn't the same one-to-one understanding, gut instinct and rhythm and everything. It's much more a business, an industry.
It's sort
it
of
used to be an
ruthless
art.
in a way. I mean,
yes.
just all about money. Not
Yes.
that it wasn't about money, I guess, in the 60s. Everybody wanted to make money off of these trends, needless to say,
Yes.
including us. But it didn't seem as ruthless as it is now.
No, and it was more about passion and imagination, and passion and imagination made money then. Passion and imagination lose money now, or at least that's the feeling that big business companies have
Yes.
about it. I don't think creative people are treasured the way they were.
No, I think you're considered ho-hum. Quirky, fish out of water. No. Exactly.
Yes, when a new CEO is chosen for a big fashion company, it doesn't even have to be a CEO with fashion experience. It can be someone who, was CEO of a grocery chain or an automotive company. And they're very different kinds of talents.
Yes, exactly. For some reason or other, the late 70s in New York popped up in my mind, or the 70s. And we had predicted escapism. I can't remember when, but it was one of our trends.
Yeah.
Decadence, escapism. And I was thinking of Studio 54 and Limelight parties. Part of our business became giving parties.
Yes. No wonder we enjoyed our jobs so much, Lee.
So much fun. But I mean, parties, was part of our marketing, really, wasn't it?
Yes. And well, I can remember, because we always saw things in terms of fashion trends. So our trend was disco glam
Yes.
when it was just starting.
Yes.
And I think there was that shift, and American fashion, especially New York fashion, a little bit LA, started to become important in the global mix. As it segued from this artistic kind of stuff that we embrace to big business, there was a halfway measure when there was a balance on both sides of the Atlantic, and again, your gut instinct played an important role there, and you moved yourself and your family to New York to be part of that. Yeah,
Yes.
You have to be in the right place at the right time, and you've always been very good at that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I mean. But New York became very decadent, and the escapism. I mean, there was one funny thing that comes to mind, though. Many funny things. I used to wear blue wigs on Metro North, because part of the time I was living in Connecticut and New York and working in New York, of course. But I would wear. I don't know why I did this, but blue wigs on Metro North with all the Fairfield County sort of bankers and accountants, and their heads would spin. I don't know why I did it, but it was one of those gut instincts that I felt.
Well,
This blue was.
But there was nothing unusual about that. I can remember early in the 1970s when hot pants were just beginning. You went to a German fabric fair wearing hot pants and caused a minor sensation.
Because I had a long tunic on. So it looked as if I was bare.
Yeah.
So I think that was part of it.